Hey, hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Viplav, and today we will talk about how to create a framework maybe in 5 minutes. Yes, in 5 minutes, you can create an end-to-end framework which will run over Selenium, Playwright, Python, whatever you want. And now it is possible because of AI. You might be knowing this. Gone are those days where we used to take months to develop a framework where which we can run, and maybe with TestNG or JNet we can launch the browser and we can do API testing, or there are a lot of things we used to do. But now it is very easy. If you know what prompt you have to give to your GPT or Claude or Gemini, it will help you to create a very good standard framework. Yeah, it will be a small framework, but later on you can customize as soon as you work. So regarding that, today we will have a discussion on that, and with that, let's get started. So currently in my screen, what you're seeing is it is a prompt which I have created, and I have taken help of GPT only to create this prompt. And as soon as I will give this prompt to GPT, it will help me to create a framework which can do UI testing, API testing, and you have some configuration related file. And this is how the structure of that will be. So I have ensured whatever basic thing we need to create an end-to-end framework, I should have it in my prompt. So this is, if you see, it is just a one-page prompt, but it will help you to have a very good, a, a generic framework for which you can give demo, right? So for this, I have used Python language and I have used Selenium. And for API, we will be using request library. And since it is a Pytest-based framework, I'm thinking to go with the TDD. So I'm not using Gherkin. It's better we follow the TDD way of writing the framework. And for demo purpose, I have taken sourcedemo.com. So let's see what happens if I copy this prompt to GPT. So I have this GPT new chat already open. Let's paste it and let's enter. Now it is thinking. Okay. So finally, it is creating something for you. See how fastly it is creating everything. It is also letting you know that, hey, it is going to use Selenium for UI testing. For API, it's going to use request. For reporting purpose, it will have Allure. You can do parallel execution. You can do execution in both local and remote. It can do execution in Docker, and it will integrate you to GitHub Actions here also. It has also told you the project structure, and it has also given you the config.yml from where you can change the setting. Like if I want to execute locally, so you just put word local. Else you keep remote so that once you push it to GitHub, there it can take the GitHub runners and there it can execute. For that purpose also, it is giving you the configuration to read the config file. It is also giving you the code how you can read it, so that anything you write in config.yml, it can read your code, your framework can read it. So you see how smartly it is writing. For me, maybe 5 years back, writing all this might have taken a week or 2 week, I don't know. But now, after this AI revolution, it's just a cakewalk. Anyone who knows nothing given, but who knows how to prompt, what to ask, he can at least create a basic framework which can do automation. Yeah, there are very complex framework in the industry where a lot of customization they have done. They are running in Selenium Grid. They have framework for their product perspective. Then they are using Report Portal IO. They are integrating. Yes, there are a lot of things the other companies are doing. And definitely, when you will join any company, you will have 100 times complex framework than this. But hey, what if you have to give some demo? If you have to start from basic, why not to leverage AI and ask him to create a generic framework, because the basic remains same. And if you see, even for logging purpose, it has given you a utility for logging. Then you got a driver factory where if I have a remote execution, it's gonna take the remote driver. And if it is a local C, so it will launch webdriver.chrome, and it is using Selenium C. Here it has imported. So everything it is doing, even a wrapper it is creating, like instead of using the real property like dot click, dot clear, dot send keys, this is the actually what the Selenium methods are. But on the top of it, it creates a wrapper so that first it will wait and then click, which we can use for clicking, for typing, for getting the text. And simply you see here, it has now created a login page for our source website. And since this is a basic testing website, it is also aware of the locators. See how intelligent it is. Now it is even aware of the locator. So you can see, for maybe AI, sky is the limit. And sometimes it surprised me. Uh, you see, for now API, it has created another utility so that you can simply use this get method and go and pass in the base URL and endpoint, and you will get the response. So that also, for simplicity of writing the test, it is creating a wrapper for API. Now it has created a test login UI. You see the driver here as a fixture. Okay, here it is a fixture. It has created for driver instantiation, and then you have finally the test to do the login test, and it is using login page object it has created, and that is calling the login method and passing in username password. And simply for API demo also, it is using configuration from config file and passing in the API base URL, then sending a GET request and validating the response. And finally, it has generated pytest.ini file, requirement.txt file, from where what libraries you want to install. So that also it has helped you. Docker file also it has generated, and a very good readme.md. See how beautifully it has created. And now if you will ask, can you create a zip file so that I can download and use in my VS Code? Okay, so what I need at least a folder structure, right? I can download and then I will extract and then I will use it in VS Code. So that is what I want, because I don't want to do a copy paste and again create the folder file structure. So let's see if GPT can do that. So for this, you can even use Claude. That is also a very good tool, but there you have a lot of limit. So maybe in 5, 6 prompt, it will ask you for money. So that is one issue I have faced with Claude. Now you can use Gemini also. But for the demo purpose for today, I will be using GPT. See, now you got the download link. Now you can extract it. And it is also explaining you after that what you need to do. Run this command to create virtual environment. Then if you are in Windows, run this. And if you then you need to install this requirement, and finally to run your test case, run this. So these are the steps you have to do. Since this video will become so longer, I have already unzip it, and then using file here, using the open folder, I have opened the folder structure, okay, like this, and then select that folder, and like this it has created. And now in front of you I can show you few commands which you see in the readme, how to do few initial steps that is written, like you need to do pip install, you need to once you have installed, you simply write pytest. So let's see, if I write pytest, will my test will execute or not? So I entered that. Let's check the logs. Okay, yes, it has collected 4 items. First two tests were API related, and you see they are passed. Now next test should launch the browser, and yes, it has launched here. See, enter, yes, done. Okay. Now even the UI test is passed. We had one more test because I have asked to at least have two tests, two for API, two for the UI, one for the success login, and one for the invalid login. Now let's see. Yes, it gave the error, pass. Now let me quickly show you the test. Yeah, this was the test where first we have called this class and created the object of it. With the help of page.open, we have opened the URL, we logged in, and then we verified whether it is successfully logged in or not. And the next, we gave the wrong credential. This is logged out or secret source. These are the wrong credential. And then we have verified the error. So you see how easy it was to create a framework, and it's been only 5 minutes. And then you just publish this to GitHub. And I have already done it. Let me show that to you. See, now this is the one we have already published. And if I go to actions, here you can even run it. See, from here you can go to uh, yeah, you can click here, and let's suppose you want to run it. You okay, yes, you can click here, and maybe you can see this workflow. Okay, let me click here. Yes, you see the test. Now see, it has now set up initiation. So this all thing we have kept in the YML file, and finally the test was run. And finally, those 4 tests even pass here in the CI pipeline, and we can also see the report, and this is uploaded here to this URL. We can click and download it. Once you have downloaded, you will see report like this, and see what a beautiful report we have got. See, so all this thing we were able to do in 5 minutes. Yes, but definitely whatever thing you are doing, what code you are writing, you should know what is Python, you should know what is page object model, you should be aware how things are linked, you should know what Selenium wrapper is doing, what driver factory is doing. Yes, definitely you should be knowing about it. But even now, let's suppose few person who don't know, but they just want to see the result. For them, it is a cakewalk. Like with the few prompt, everything is coded. We were successfully executed. We pushed it to CI/CD pipeline, and there also it got passed. So it was this easy now to create an end-to-end framework for a web and API. Yeah, we can do even for mobile. but maybe it will take a little bit more time, because there will lot of setup also we need to do in order to run it in a emulator or a real device. So yeah, that's it for today's video, and please do comment me. I will surely share the GitHub repo and everything, all documents whatever I have shared in this video, which can help you out. So please try it and see, and just execute and see how good it feels like when you will see some of my, in 5 minutes I created it, and finally I have done my API test, I have done my UI test. Now you can even configure your website here, and you can write, okay, maybe Amazon, Flipkart, or your official thing where in office if you're working on any of the project. Yes, you change the URL, change the locators, and change the methods according to you, and the same framework will work. Okay, so yeah, with this I would like to end this video. Thank you. So please like and subscribe this channel. Bye.